After their 90-day fiancé, are Cleo Corraine and Christian Allgood still together before the 6th season of the 90 Days? Before Cleo Corraine and Christian Allgood, stars of the 90 Days, split up earlier in February, there was a 90-day fiancé. Will the couple reconcile in the future? Christian Allgood and Cleo Corraine had a difficult relationship that came to an end in the 90-day fiancé. Before the 90 days, some wondered if they would still be together in 2024. Being one of the most scrutinized pairs on the program, many people were curious to see how their relationship would develop. Before traveling to the UK, Christian had talked about his worries and how his family wasn't entirely convinced about the connection. After meeting Cleo, Christian was thrilled, but the two quickly grew uncomfortable, and he needed some time to get used to it. But Cleo said that because Christian hadn't dated a trans woman, she felt a lot of pressure, and after meeting him in person, she had a bad feeling about him. As their narrative developed, Christian revealed to Cleo that he had met an American woman and had invited her to a Thanksgiving dinner, raising serious concerns in Cleo's mind. Over the course of 90-Day Fiancé, before the 90-Day Season 6, their problems grew, with Cleo believing that Christian did not try to comprehend her demands. A disagreement simply served to aggravate an already challenging relationship. Late last year, Cleo and Christian got divorced. Following the release of 90-Day Fiancé, before the 90-Day Season 6 tell-all, Christian and Cleo announced their split. Given that the couple already had compatibility problems, and that distance was an obstacle, it was not surprising that they had broken up. On her Instagram page, Cleo announced the breakup, blaming it on the complexities of long-distance relationship while on such a public scale. Cleo went on to say that she wished for a happily ever after, loved Christian, and didn't regret that he came into her life. On 90-Day Fiancé, Cleo and Christian's relationship had ups and downs. Prior to the 90 days, before making their debut on 90-Day Fiancé, the couple connected online. Cleo was seduced by Christian's life of the party side before to the release of the 90 Days Season 6. Christian mentioned that while he's been in a couple committed partnerships, he never settled down since he was looking for a life mate. In addition, Christian mentioned that he had never met someone like Cleo and that he was hoping to find someone to return home to. With time, he grew to love her sense of humor and intimacy. There's something about the husband and wife dynamic that I've always yearned for, that at the end of the day, no matter what, you have somebody to go home to. And I believe I might have discovered that with Cleo. I think of Cleo as a princess from a different world. In the 6th season of 90-Day Fiancé, before the 90 days tell-all, Christian proposed to Cleo. Nevertheless, this emotion was fleeting, as they ultimately parted ways. In addition to experiencing problems with intimacy, Christian's relatives and acquaintances questioned Cleo's identification. They didn't encourage Christian to date a trans woman for the first time, and it appears that their remarks upset him because he broke up with Cleo. Christian and Cleo won't probably get back together. Following a brief breakup, Christian and Cleo got back together to try again in their relationship. It seemed like they weren't ready to part ways. Before disclosing in February that she had broken up with Christian once more, Cleo announced their reunion on her Instagram profile with old pictures of the pair. While announcing the news, she thanked her supporters and mentioned that she had experienced a challenging few months. Via stereotypical_Cleo. I spent December spending time with my now ex-fiancé. It's true that I received a proposal in December. It goes without saying that at the time I was incredibly delighted when I was asked to marry him and spend the rest of my life with him. After returning to the UK, Cleo said, the engagement was called into question because of Christian's erratic emotions. As per her statement, Christian expressed that he felt trapped and didn't feel the same way as he did before. Most likely, Christian and Cleo won't reconcile. In Cleo's December 23 snapshot, a fan tagged Christian and said, You two should get back together." In response, Cleo stated that Christian wasn't too fond of her. Will Christian and Cleo join the 90 Day Fiancé franchise again? The ex-couple's divergent personalities made them appear incompatible from the beginning. In contrast to Cleo, who found socializing daunting, Christian was outgoing. There is no chance that the pair will reconcile because they are no longer together. There is little likelihood that the couple will embark on another 90 Day Fiancé franchise. But if they did come back, Christian would be a great fit for 90 Day, the single life, while Cleo would fit in nicely with 90 Day Dairy.